Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I took a week off because of personal reasons, but also the fact that I had to figure out what to do with the reels for Facebook and Instagram because they have made new restrictions that limit to all of your reels to 90 seconds unless you are a verified account. And well, I'm not to that point yet. So kind of had to figure out what I was going to do with that. And I guess I've decided to just make some for that are just super small. And when I come here and do the videos for YouTube, I'll be able to actually have some fun with it and do it the way I want to do it. I also got a new altar cloth too. So just a little bit of changes. And let's go ahead and just jump right in, okay? 7 of Pentacles, King of Swords, 8 of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, well, 2 queens, a king. So that's really interesting. Lots of court cards here. So there may be some people in your lives that seem to be maybe influencing some things for you right now, for good or bad. It's really either way. All right, let's start here. So 7 of Pentacles. This is somebody who is pretty much sitting there like waiting on an investment. So they're kind of just sitting back and just kind of watching it grow. Everything that they've kind of invested in, and they're just seeing the fruits of their labor start to come in. So all right, now with the King of Swords, this is somebody who is all about their control over their mind. It can be their ideas. Maybe they have a lot of great ideas, very, kind of a creative sort of energy as well, with the king who has mastered a lot of different parts of themselves. Someone extremely intelligent, for sure. 8 of Cups, walking away from things that no longer suit you. This is a very self-sufficient kind of honoring your own truth sort of card. And there is sorrow here, of course, because having to walk away from things that were originally emotionally fulfilling and leaving that behind because it no longer will fit your, journey ahead. This is an important step for some people. And I think at some point or another, we kind of all experience this to one degree or another. So with the Queen of Wands is fire and ambition with emotional balance. So she knows exactly what she wants. She's going after it, and she feels good about her decisions and her ambitions. And I always have to point out the little cat here because I have a little black cat too. Her name is Malice. And I just love how with this, it's like all of the power and ambition put into this little familiar, almost like a witch's familiar. Obviously, it doesn't have to be that for everyone, but just the connection here of tapping into your instinctual self, right? And she holds the fruits of her labor as well. So that's kind of tying into this card over here a little bit. With the Wheel of Fortune, this card is always very interesting because there's always going to be a turning of the wheel. Time will continue and things will eventually end up in another situation or another outcome. Things will always kind of work their way back around, changing of your fate in a lot of ways as well. Sometimes this is seen, I've heard the phrase of the universe's time clock as well. It's like the Jupiter energy with this one. And then what we have here with the Queen of Pentacles, so she is the one who has nurtured her life and her livelihood and everything that she has, invested in and cultivated for herself. She now holds in a reverence or an affection for all of the things that she has brought into this world. And you see she's surrounded by greenery and flowing water, and there's actually a little bunny rabbit right here. So she's definitely someone who cherishes all of the beauty that she's been able to bring into her life. Okay, so I have this other deck here. This has bit darker artwork. I have a few decks like that. So this one I haven't used on my videos yet. Okay, here we have the Judgment card. This one is the Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune again. Okay. All right, so this is the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Ten of Swords. And this is the Eight of Swords. Okay. So with this one, what I'm getting here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Judgment. Judgment is all about answering the call of your spirit, also kind of awakening into your calling, right? So whatever you are meant to go into. With the investment here, it's like you are almost waiting for this call. There's a lot of waiting energy here with this person. So you're kind of waiting for the call. You don't know maybe everything that you're going to be stepping into, but you've been planning something and you're investing in something. So eventually you may get an answer as to when to take that step. And the King of Swords with the Hermit. So this person, with all of their intellect and intelligence, may have had to spend a lot of time in hermit mode to be able to achieve that, because in the hermit situation, it's like you're cultivating all of the inner knowledge, and that light is kind of like inside. So the light of knowledge, the light of truth, you know, the sword of truth, all of these things are what you find inside yourself. So now what we have here, I'm excited to see this card again, the Wheel of Fortune, coming out twice. And with the Eight of Cups, so you have had to walk away from something very painful. And now that process is going to begin to turn around for you and become clear in fulfilling. Something's going to be fulfilled here, because that call will be very clear where you've been investing something and where you've had to walk away from something. So that's going to turn around for sure. And then when we have here with the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment, and you're just satisfied and you're sitting there with just like, man, I did it. I'm feeling so good about life and things right now that it's kind of like at peace. I'm at peace right now. And so with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is at peace. And she's sitting on her throne, and she is just absolutely just thrilled with life right now, and her emotional satisfaction. And I just had a ringing in my left ear, so that definitely feels like it's relevant to someone right now. With the Ten of Swords and this Wheel of Fortune, this is telling me, okay, so the Ten of Swords is looking as very negative. Sometimes this can represent a death of something, a death of, so swords is thought. So just done, you're done thinking about it. You're done overthinking it. But this person isn't down on the ground in a puddle of blood like in the original artwork. He's standing strong. He's in his power. He knows that he has gone through the fire, you know, so to speak, you know, all the negative energy that's kind of been stabbing into him. He's walked through all of that. And so now it's going to turn around. The 10 is the end of a cycle. And here's the turning of the wheel. So these definitely go together. I love how these two cards go together so well with the two Wheel of Fortunes. That's super interesting. So here we have now the Eight of Swords. This is often somebody who allows themselves to be stuck in their mind. They're also, this one's covering their eyes. In the original artwork, there's a blindfold and the person is actually bound. So with this one here, the individual is not bound, but they're still not seeing everything because they're just so stuck on their mind, you know, going over and over and over again, overthinking stuff in their mind. So they definitely need some help to find their way out of it. And so maybe they're just not able to see right here what's for them or what's coming for them, and maybe in the future. So with all of these cards right here, this is telling me there's so much to still be done. And there's a lot of waiting that you have, you know, to still do. The hermit mode is an important time to be in, though. This is energy you need to embrace right now. But you're okay, and you're going to be okay because emotionally speaking, you don't have anything that is going to be holding you back anymore because you're walking away from it. You're walking away from all of that, and you're realizing that all of this overthinking here is nothing, going to come of it. There's no progression in your life into the process that you're hoping to go into, what you're hoping to move into if you're just stuck in overthinking. So this is the energy you actually really want to be in. Ten of Swords is often seen as very negative, but the way it is in here, I like how this is with the Wheel of Fortune. It's very relevant, and I really think that this is something that somebody is gaining a lot from this right now. So I'm loving that. All right, I'm going to do a couple of angel number cards, and I have a few. I decided to grab my Shadow Work Oracle deck as well. So we're going to do a couple of the angel numbers, and then we'll do the shadow ones, okay? I'm going to do two of these. Okay, 1010 and 444. 1010 says, it's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. It's time to put those long-cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust the process. So one of the things that really stood out to me was what I was saying about the 3 court cards that we had in the first 6 cards. The court cards typically represent people in your life. So the energy that people can bring into your life. And with the fact that this came out with saying that you will come into contact with appropriate individuals, there may be opportunities that you're not seeing yet because those people haven't yet come into your life or stepped into the role that they're meant to be in for your life. So that is really promising. I'm loving it. 444. Okay. Anybody seeing repeating numbers? I have been seeing 4s like crazy for months now. And it's really the only number that keeps popping up for me. So I don't know if maybe this one's for me. Okay. Protection. So change, rebellion, guidance, justice, truth, character, and love. Get ready for the good things you've been hoping for. You were born for a higher calling. Put your energy into going toward your ambitions, and the universe will align itself to provide you with the right people. People, again, see, people are coming. The circumstances and resources to make things happen. So, yep, that's what I was saying about the ambition with the Queen of Wands, super ambitious, and also knowing what she's doing. This woman knows what she's doing. She is water and fire, and here's the water right here. Her emotional fulfillment is strong. So don't forget that all these people that are meant to be in your lives, they are coming. They are coming very soon, okay? So just hold on, because the turning of the Wheel of Fortune is absolutely on its way. I think I'm going to do 3 shadow cards because sometimes we have some work to do before we can open the doors and the opportunities for ourselves. So maybe somebody needs to look at these areas of their lives. We have stubborn, can denote perseverance, but it can also hinder, but it also may hinder progress. I am having trouble reading apparently. Flexibility, resolve, and growth. So is somebody being stubborn right now? Maybe not wanting to answer the call of their spirit? Maybe you should look at that. All right, limiting beliefs. Ultimately, you become what you believe. Mindset, self-realization. That's actually a very important card because so a lot of times we are our own worst enemies, right? We think something is the way it should be, and so we're stuck in that mentality, but you're limiting yourself. That belief you're holding on to, you've limited yourself from experiencing something more, from that door opening up for you because you're not even looking at a door. You're not even thinking of a door being a possibility because you're too stuck. So yeah, change changing that mentality is that mindset. Yeah, mindset for sure. That's going to help you out a lot. One more. All right. Mental contest. Strength isn't from winning. Struggles define strength. Strengths. Control, power, and repressed. Okay. So anybody who is overthinking things, you know, you're not sure maybe how it's going to turn out. And so you may set up something for yourself that is a challenge, which is not a bad thing. Challenging yourself is always a good way to approach something new. But don't forget that if you are too focused on the winning aspect of it, you're not understanding the lessons that you're learning along the way, because that's the real gem. You know, that's the real beauty that you can find in life, is what you learn along that journey you're taking. And it's pulling me to this 9 of Cups right here, the emotional satisfaction. All of these cups had to get filled up individually. You know, each thing was something you had to go through and something you had to process and learn from, and just, you know, it's the strengths that you find within yourself that you've earned those. So making a challenge for yourself is important, but don't get stuck on the winning. You know, trust the process, right? The progress, the process, it's all, yeah, I knew I saw trust the process somewhere else. So that process is really the journey. It's the most important part. It's why we're here. It's not about the destination. It's everything that we're doing along the way and the people's lives that we touch as we go through this, and all of the people that come in to help us. You know, everything that we're meant to do, it's all for our greater good and for the people around us. So just cultivate that inner strength and knowing that you're not alone. You have your spirit, you have people around you, and you're strong. Just don't be too stubborn. Don't limit yourself. And, you know, find that strength, find the inner strength, because that is going to be your protection too. Because we know that as we go through everything that we learn through life is another cup that we fill, you know. And yeah, I don't want to just keep rambling on. So I think we're done here. And I just want to thank you all for coming back and watching my videos and being a part of this. And I guess, you know, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.